Okay, good morning, everyone. I want to call the Okay, let's start again. I want to call the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Eddie Gunther, Precinct 2.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum of 4. Mr. Cecine, would you please lead us in this morning's prayer?
I certainly will, Judge. Commissioners, good morning, and good morning to everyone. Let's just say a quick word of prayer this morning. Father God, we continue to ask you to fill our cities, county, state, and national political leaders with wisdom, understanding, discernment, knowledge, forgiveness, faithfulness, humility, and dignity. We thank you for the men and women who serve our community and leadership roles, Father God, and we thank their families as well. Grant them peace when their work takes them away from their families. We continue to pray for our judge and 4 commissioners you've appointed to lead this great county of ours. We pray for our mayors, school board members, city council, police chiefs, district attorneys, sheriff, judges, and all who serve our local communities. Grant them abundant wisdom, favor, increase their faith, and prepare them to pursue your excellence. Strengthen them with integrity and character to act righteously, Father God, and draw them to you and cause them to know and fulfill your purposes. Continue to place people in their path that will provide scriptural, sound, and godly counsel, for without your counsel, their plans will go awry. Provide them daily reminders of why they decided to dedicate their lives to public service and use that commitment to encourage them. Deal with our leaders by keeping their hearts and motives pure. We continue to ask you to make their hearts pliable, willing, and obedient to your will. Cause each of their lives to glorify your name. Lord, as we prepare our hearts to celebrate the birth of your Son, Jesus, and his second coming this Advent season, we want to draw closer to you. Make our focus always to be on the hope, peace, joy, and love that you bring into our lives. Invade our hearts and teach us to leave aside all fears for the future and to be as generous as you have been with us, given everything you had, indeed your very own life for our salvation. We trust in your loving providence that guides us every step through the day. Because we love you, we desire to look only to you, as to you can become the strength of our weakness and the certitude of our entire life. Grant us the wisdom, the time, energy, and foresight to review how we each live our life with our family, our friends, our community, our work, and more importantly, with you. Scripture reminds us the more we seek you, the more we will find you. May we always seek you in everything we do, and we always work as working for you. We ask all this in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Did anyone sign up for open forum?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll go to the approval of the consent agenda.
Yes, sir. There's one item on the consent agenda that I believe we'll be pulling.
Yes,
Is that correct?
Mr. Cecine, with your permission and Judge Commissioners, I'd like to pull from Drainage District Consent Agenda Item 3A, 1 and 2. Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge Commissioners, though Commissioner Fuentes is running a tad late, and I do not believe that he is on the Zoom call as of yet, or as of right now, out of an abundance of caution, Commissioner Fuentes is abstaining from any discussion and or action related to consent agenda item under Drainage District 3A, 1 and 2.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let the record show Commissioner Francis was absent from his vote. He did not take any part in any discussion or action. Item 5.
Discussion update by ACD 1 General Manager relates to pending construction ACD projects. So as we mentioned here recently, we started demobilizing all our mobile pump systems. They're about 80% demobilized. We should be wrapping it up here soon in the next couple of weeks. We also are working with our legislative team to continue to focus on drainage legislation, but at the same time also focus on our water producing project. We're going to be working to get that up to our team up in Austin to start looking at legislative language that allows us to get in a position to be able to move our project forward so we can get into the production of water now that we have our permit or our approval from TCEQ or process to convert drainage water to potable water. So that project is ongoing right now. So that's all I have for today. If you have any questions or anything, if not, Judge, we'll move on if you like, sir.
If you can outline and write in what the legislative agendas are and
Yes,
share
sir.
it with my office.
Of course.
So I'll have a total understanding of what that is.
We'll get that to you, yes, sir.
Okay. Item 6,
Yes, sir. Item 6A, requesting approval to accept bids and approval to execute requirements, agreements with multiple vendors submitting the lowest and best bid for primary and secondary items, meeting all specified requirements for lubricants, antifreeze, grease, hydraulic fluids, and related products. RFP number ACDD 1-24051-1106 AG, subject to final review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
So moved.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
7A, one payment approval invoice number 20-21-2024 RD in the amount of $141,939.37 received from Nye County Precinct 4 pertaining to Rainbow Drain for pay periods 2021-2024. And item 7A2, payment approval of invoice number 17-2022 RD REV in the amount of $14,386.01 received from Nye County Precinct 4 pertaining to Rainbow Drain payment period 17-2022.
Motion to approve.
Second.
What exactly, where are we on the Raymondville drain?
Yes, sir. So what right now was just approved by the board is the actual construction that we're doing just east of 69C. So we've acquired a lot of parcels in the Fayetteville area to utilize the system as a linear detention, sir. There's no connectivity currently from our main drain that currently takes our water into Laguna Madre into the Rainbow Drain. So that's where the construction is going on. Now, on the other side
There's
of it.
detention.
Yes, sir. Linear detention for the Fayetteville community in that area, North Edinburgh and all that, to help mitigate any flooding issues that we have experienced there in the past. Now, your question on the Rainbow Drain, we are working on the feasibility right now, which is basically the environmental portion of it. And we're in the process right now and had committed to the board to have this ready. And I know Mr. Ansaldúa from my office is working to put together a presentation to the board, as Commissioner Cantu recommended, a workshop to present the options that we have if we go federal or we go local funded, and what those differences are, the investments and the opportunity that this county would have in investing in construction.
Yeah, because we spent a lot of money on it. And we-
Yes, sir. We're probably over 30 million plus on that project. Yes, sir.
We have a motion to second to approve this action. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We'll commit to getting that information to you, Judge, and make a presentation. We do have just a small item in closed session. Morning, Commish, welcome.
Okay, pursuant to Subchapter D of Chapter 551 of Texas Government Code, we're going to be retiring into closed session to discuss items listed under Section 551.072, 551.074, and possibly 551.071. May I have a motion to do so?
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have 9:38 a.m. Okay, we're back from closed session. We do have some,
Yes, Judge, under item 9A, action is required to authorize Mr. Sassine to proceed as discussed in the closed session.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I believe that concludes our agenda items. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are
Judge,
adjourned.
Commissioners, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I now want to call the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Eddie Cantu, Precinct 2. Gerardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge. This constitutes a quorum of 5. Today, we're very honored to have a Marine with us, Mr. Tony Vargas. He lives in Edinburgh, Texas. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps from July 2002 to July 2006. He reached the rank of E3, Lance Corporal. He's a recipient of the National Defense Service Medal and is an expert rifle and pistol marksman badge. And he currently serves our local community as a criminal investigator with the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office. Do you please lead us in today's pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much for your service.
Thank you.
Today, we also have Mr. Joe Espinosa. He is the Chief Deputy with Constable Precinct 1. He will be leading us in today's prayer.
Good morning, gentlemen, Judge. Bow our head and let us pray. Lord, we welcome you amongst us today and celebrate the gift of life that you have lavished upon each of us. We ask that you open our ears so that we may hear your voice. Open our minds so that we may receive your eternal wisdom. Open our spirit so that we may know your leading and guidance. In your great name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Joe.
Judge, may I,
We're going to.
Judge, excuse me, Judge. Can I at least, can I ask for a moment of silence? We recently, or this week, we had somebody in our office at Precinct 1 pass away. And I'd just like to read something on behalf of the precinct, please.
Please.
If we could just join me in a moment of silence. It's with heavy hearts that we share the news of the passing of our dear colleague, Alfredo Fred Garza, who left us on Sunday. Fred dedicated 17 years of his life to Hidalgo County, serving diligently in our road and bridge crew. He was not just a co-worker, but a cherished member of our work family. Our thoughts and our deepest condolences are with his family during this difficult time. Fred's kindness, humor, and unwavering commitment will truly be missed by all who had the privilege to know him. May he rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner. We have some distinguished guests here from the city of McAllen. I want to move into that one first because they have another commitment. There was a special location there at the airport in McAllen. Mayor, good morning. Commissioner, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Commissioner, you didn't have far to go, did you?
No, I didn't. It was all of 50 cases.
And the other commissioner back there. Good morning. Father Joe, my goodness. Oh, wow, all these great people.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Proclamation congratulating McAllen International Airport on its historic millionth passenger achievement. Whereas the McAllen International Airport has achieved a remarkable milestone by reaching a record of 1 million passengers in a calendar year, marking the first time an airport in the Rio Grande Valley reached this prestigious accomplishment. And whereas the McAllen International Airport, which offers nonstop flights to 9 destinations with 6 airlines, both domestic and international, has proven the airport's unwavering commitment to the region's growth, supporting not only business travel and leisure, but also fostering vital trade relationships and promoting tourism across the Rio Grande Valley, Texas, and northern Mexico. Whereas the continued success of the airport is exemplified by the significant growth in its traffic, including a record of 70% increase in flights in July 2024, representing the #1 airport in the nation in terms of percent increase in flights compared to July 2023. Underscoring the airport's rising prominence in regional and national travel networks. And whereas the continued success of the McAllen International Airport benefits not only the residents of McAllen, Hidalgo County, and the Rio Grande Valley, but also the broader Texas and international travel networks by providing access to major destinations and providing binational regional growth. And whereas this milestone is not only a reflection of the airport's success in passenger numbers, but also reflects the dedicated efforts of the airport staff, tenants, partners, and stakeholders whose collective efforts embody the work ethic and spirit of hospitality in the Rio Grande Valley. And whereas the McAllen International Airport is a source of pride for our community and a symbol of economic vitality, resilience, and innovation, and playing an essential role in shaping the future of the region. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby recognizes and congratulates the McAllen International Airport for surpassing the 1 million passenger milestone and looks forward to even greater success in the future as the McAllen International Airport continues to grow and evolve in service to the people of McAllen, Hidalgo County, and the Rio Grande Valley and beyond. Approved this 10th day of December 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
With us we have McAllen Mayor Javier Villalobos.
Thank you. Judge, Commissioners, thank you very much for this recognition. I say and I keep on saying that I'm the proudest mayor and one of the most fortunate mayors in the whole United States because I surround myself with one hell of a team. And this is what we're talking about. You know, at the airport, connectivity is very important to us. So, Judge, you were there before. You know how hard it is to attract, to keep. But we have a team that is tremendous, and this is representative of what I'm talking about. One promise to you all and to our community is that we will keep on working hard to make it 1 million plus and keep on going.
There you go.
Connectivity is important. Thank you so much.
Commissioners, allow me to do a little negotiation there. I know you have a very special parking space. I mean, can we kind of use it?
Yes,
Is
second.
that a yes?
Oh, excuse me. Judge Commissioners, with us, we also have Director Jeremy Santos-Coy, who would say a few words.
Welcome, Darren.
Thank you. Judge Cortez, County Commissioners, thank you for this proclamation. I also want to thank our mayor and city commission and our advisory board who support us with all the, through the growth and the growing pains that we're experiencing right now. Also to our MFE staff who puts in the hard work day to day. This milestone is a true economic indicator of the growth that we're having down here in our true binational region. And we're just here to support that growth. So thank you for all the support. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank God we have more flights on United going to Austin because we're going to use them a lot through legislative session.
Okay, we're going to go to our consent agenda.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, I'd like to pull from consent agenda items 6A, 1 and 2, 7A, 10, D, E, and F, and 13E2.
Make a motion to approve the balance of the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, Commissioners, for the record, with respect to consent agenda items 6A, 1 and 2, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action. If I could please have a motion?
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show that Commissioner Fuentes abstained from any action or discussion on these items.
Thank you. Consent agenda item 7A will be taken up when we get to purchasing. That was erroneously placed under consent, should have been under regular agenda purchasing. I'm going to go to 13E2. For the record, Commissioner Villarreal will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action, again, related to consent agenda item 13E2.
Motion
Motion made to, second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Villarreal abstained from any discussion or action on these items.
And consent agenda items 10D, E, and F should have been under regular agenda, and those are all related to Head Start.
Okay, we'll discuss them when we get to that.
Yes,
point.
yes, sir.
Okay. I think that concludes that portion of the agenda, Walde.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll go to open forum.
We do have one participant for open forum, Ms. Fern McClarty. Ms. McClarty, there is a 3-minute time limit, and I will advise when there is 1 minute left. But before we start, for the members, or for the individuals that are in the audience, I'm asking that you please respect the speaker's time. And if there's any discussion and/or phone call that you're receiving or making, I'm asking that you please mute, silence your phone, or turn them off, or and take the conversation outside, and when completed, come back in. All right, Ms. McClarty?
Commissioners, I am here to tell you that the sky is falling, or if you would prefer, the Republicans are coming, and they are bringing with them the Department of Government Efficiency. I have never heard the two words together, government efficiency. Based on the emphasis of the Republicans are placing on this department, I think they are serious about making cuts on spending. For example, when I come to this meeting, the parking lots is full with new vehicles, new pickup trucks, Suburbans, all kinds of SUVs, all just sitting there waiting for a purpose that will never come because they are not needed, because they were supposedly needed at the time that you bought them, and they're sitting in parking. What would happen to the employees hired with grant funding? We all knew this day was coming, so our question is, what is the plan? They are the new victims of the increased cost of living brought by an increasing property taxes. In 2024, the county increased property taxes by 16%. In 25, the increase will be 6%. These are increased costs just to the property tax. The result is that more families must go into multifamily housing or federal assistance. This is not good for the community because it means that the cost of living is exceeding the income of most families. Hidalgo County has about 5,000 employees, and it gave an annual increase of 5%. This does not cover the annual tax increase for the county, and if one lives in Edinburgh, there are 5 other taxing districts. Tonight, we will be attending a school board meeting, and the superintendent is expecting a significant salary increase. It is important to note that 70% of our students are from families that are on low income. My question is, when you are considering how much to increase taxes, do you think about the impact this will have on the people? The 2025 budget includes a 6% property tax increase. The general population does not get 6% increase on their income. This year, the estimated cost for food, shelter, and gas has increased by 20%. For the first time in a long time, the people of Hidalgo County have voted Republican, and I think people are upset with your level of spending and growth. They see that some people are doing great, but the majority are struggling, and their American dream is hard to obtain. And I know today I asked y'all to pray for our country, but I asked you to pray for Israel. And each one of you, I want you to know that people are praying. And in the Bible, it says that he will take you out if you're not doing the job that he put you in. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Item 7A.
So, Chief Saldana? I just saw him on the...
Sorry. Good morning to all. Discussion and consideration of approval to make a change to the submittal of the FY 2024 Homeland Security Grant application due to an incorrect submittal of budget line item. Requested approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item
Thank
8A.
you.
Go ahead. Item 8A.
Good morning, Commissioners. Judge Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Item 8A, we're asking for approval of the 2025 appropriation of funds for the Chapter 59, Fund 1251, the HIDA Treasury Fund 1252, and the HIDA DOJ Fund 1256.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 8B, HIDA Chapter 59, asking for approval and authorization of interfund transfer from Hidalgo County HIDA Task Force Chapter 59 Fund to Constable Precinct 1, Constable Precinct 3, and Constable Precinct 4 Chapter 59 Fund.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item 8C, we're asking for approval and authorization to appropriate funds from the HIDA Chapter 59 unassigned fund balance in the amount of $92,000, and also asking for authorization and approval to appropriate funds from the HIDA Treasury unassigned fund balance in the amount of $2,500.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 9A, Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Commissioners, Captain Rocky Serna presenting on behalf of Sheriff J.E. Eriguera. 9A, Sheriff's Office Combined Auto Theft Task Force Grant Fiscal Year 25 acceptance. I'll be reading all three. Authorization and approval to accept the Fiscal Year 2025 Auto Theft Task Force Grant from Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority in the grand total of $827,096 and a catch match of $170,279. Grant is awarded to the Hidalgo County with participating agencies Edinburgh PD, Mercedes PD, and Wesco. Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office is responsible for the amount of $388.60 and a cash match of $77,615 for a total of $465,677. And two, approve of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the fiscal year 2025 Auto Theft Task Force grant in the amount of $465,677 and appropriation of the same. Approval of the interfund transfer to fund cash match in the amount of $77,615. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 9B, DOJ MS U.S. Marshals 1284, approval to accept additional overtime funding from U.S. Department of Justice, U.S. Marshal Service for one officer in the amount of $21,700 for fiscal year 2025, and authorization and approval for the Hidalgo County Sheriff or designee to sign required documents. Two, request authorization to continue to pay overtime reimbursable under the grant terms and conditions. Approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for fiscal year 2025 DOJ USMS overtime funds in the amount of $21,700 and appropriation of the same. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item 9C, fiscal year 2024 JAG program. Approval to accept for the fiscal year 2024 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant award from the U.S. Department of Justice Officer and Justice Programs in the amount of $36,403 for the period of 10/1/23 to 9/30 correction 27 with the authority of county judge as authorized official to sign required documents, and to approve a certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the fiscal year 2024 JAG grant in the amount of $36,403 and appropriation of the same. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 9D, Sheriff's Office Clinical Affiliation Agreements. Approval of MOUs between Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office and Medcare EMS, South Texas Healthcare Systems, McAllen, DHR Health, City of Mission Fire Department, EMS, Knapp Medical Center, the Skyline, and Skyline EMS. These MOUs are to be used with the intention of training HCSO medics. Requesting authorization for the Hidalgo County Sheriff or his designee to sign and execute any and all pertinent documents. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Item 10A, Constable Precinct 1.
Chief Espinosa. Chief Espinosa. Judge, with respect to Constable Precinct 1, item 10A, this is their TTBM or TTBH 1285 fund. They're requesting approval to reclassify applicable salaries and fringes expenditures from the TTBH MHOP fiscal year 23 accounts to the Constable Precinct 1 general fund accounts in regards to the annual leave payout of former employees.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 11A, Constable Precinct 2.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Sergeant Alonso representing Hidalgo County Constable Martin Cantu. And we are here for 11A, discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint Ramiro Salinas as a deputy constable by Constable Martin Cantu, Precinct 2, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code, Section 86011.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item
Thank
12A.
you.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Lady Roque presenting on behalf of Constable Gallardo. Discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint Ismael Garza Jr. as Deputy Constable by Constable Lázaro Gallardo Jr., Constable Precinct 3, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code Section 86.011.
Motion to approve? Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 13A, Constable Precinct 5.
Judge, Commissioners, on behalf of Constable Marichalar, Constable Precinct 5, discussion, consideration, approval to appoint Cesar Gutierrez as Reserve Deputy Constable by Constable Daniel Marichalar, Constable Precinct 5, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code 86.012.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge,
Item 14A.
Yes, sir.
County Clerk's
Judge,
Office.
Commissioners, with your permission, and on behalf of the County Clerk's Office, Mr. Arturo Guajardo Jr., item 14A1, requesting approval of the 2025-2028, the four-year official bond and oath of Justice of the Peace for Precinct 1, Place 1, Gilbert Signs, and requesting approval of the official bond and oath for Justice of the Peace Precinct 1, Place 2, Daniel Andrew Gonzalez, for 2 years commencing on November 5th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 15A, Adult Probation.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Faustino Lopez with Adult Probation. I'm here on item 15A, acceptance of the Statement of Financial Position for fiscal year 2024 for the Hidalgo County Community Supervision and Corrections Department in accordance with Texas Local Government Code 140.004D.
So move.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, sir. Item 16A, Human Resources.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Erika Reyna for the Department of Human Resources. Item 16A, I'm requesting a waiver of the following if applicable for the personnel items listed. I need action item number 3, the budget amendment policy, personnel-related amendments.
So move.
Second?
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
Item 16B is approval to extend the appointment of Krista Cavazos, a student at UTRGV, as an intern under the Hidalgo County Human Resources Department for the period of December 13th, 2024 through January 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
Item C for the District Attorney's Office, approve to award a discretionary step for the employees listed below in accordance with HR criterion certification as per Section 8.03 of the Classification and Compensation Plan, effective upon Commissioners Court approval and for calendar year 2025. The action is a discretionary step 5 for slot 0015-0012, Assistant District Attorney 4 at a grade 19. And item C2 is approval of the following actions effective January 1st, 2025 through July 1st, 2025. The action is to create slots T002, a clerk 1 at a grade 1, and T243, legal assistant 1 at a grade 6 I do recommend approval of this item. So the discretionary steps are in accordance with policy, and the temporary positions are a continuation of existing positions due to the workload still being there. I do recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 16D for Precinct 3, approval of the following actions effective upon Commissioners Court approval and for calendar year 2025. The action is to delete slot 0033, a Supervisor 1, grade 9, and to create slot 0063, a Supervisor 2 at a grade 11. I do recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarity on agenda item 16D.
Yes, I had a call and I said I didn't know. Is this a position that is empty, or is this someone getting a raise? Because the difference between the two was $6,629, and it says no funding available for action requested. So
It's a delete and create, and so it is the creation is a new position. It is not, it's not anyone.
okay, it's empty for right now, or whatever you call it. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Item 16E for the
No,
Elections Department.
Ms. Arica,
Motion to approve.
we need a,
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 16E for the Elections Department, approval to create 14 full-time temporary positions effective January the 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2025 as follows. It's slots T262 through T271, clerk 1s at a grade 1, and T272 through T275, election surveyor technicians at a grade 4. Item 16E2 is approval for the employees listed on Exhibit A to continue their employment in the respective positions. These are the positions that we bring annually to assist during the election cycles. I do recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Ms. Arica.
Items, yes, sir.
Judge, Commissioners, for the record, we also have a public participation form on item 16F from Ms. Fern McClarity.
Yes, I just wanted I was going to call each of you the other day. These people are needed in the tax office, especially right now. Of course, they're talking about starting effective January. They need to be effective right now because the lines was unmercifully long. They have a new system of getting a ticket, but I sat in there for over an hour the other day. So, and a lot of the windows were not filled. I understand that they have 3 lunch hours or something, but someone needs to be, especially this month and next month, could y'all please not only give them this, but figure out how to help the tax office, because the people take off from work. So I don't know if y'all will help them with this, plus do something more.
A lot of the services are available online, Ms. Fern.
Yep.
Well, obviously, all the men and women that I saw either didn't have it, but they were sitting there waiting their turn.
Okay. Ms. Arica?
Item 16F is approval to create 6 full-time temporary positions effective January the 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2025. These are slots T279 through T284, a clerk 1 at a grade 1. These positions do currently exist in the tax office already. We simply couldn't extend them beyond January because we needed to adopt the budget first. And this is why I have item number 2, which is approval for the employees listed on Exhibit A to continue their employment in their respective positions. I do recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 16G for the County Treasurer's Office. Approve the following actions effective upon Commissioners Court approval and for calendar year 2025. The action is to delete slot 0004, a Supervisor 3 at a grade 13, and to create slot 0016, a Division Manager 2 of Payroll at a grade 16. Judge Commissioners, this position is currently vacant. I have been communicating with Ms. Leo about the need for this position, and she is seeking to bring in someone that has payroll experience. In order to draw a qualified candidate that comes in with payroll experience is why we are needing the higher grade. I do recommend approval of that item. Item number 2 is approval to create 1 full-time temporary position effective upon Commissioners Court approval through June 10th, 2025. This is a temporary slot 017, a payroll specialist 1 at a grade 10, and this is due to an employee being out due to medical necessity, so I do also recommend this temporary position.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 16H, approval to extend supplemental allowances as per Exhibit A. These are continuations from 2024 for some employees that have taken on additional duties, and so for a period in 2025, some of these employees continue with this temporary duties, and so the exhibit shows the periods and the amounts. I do recommend approval of these.
Judge, Commissioners, Ms. Erica, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McLarty.
We had a question on this is what they got last year, and they're also going to get it this year. Talked about a 6,000, there's two of them at 6,000. Safety officer, maintenance 3, I could see the maintenance. The net coordinating special projects, $8,000. And they just wondered what they're getting for their money.
It's a continuation of authorized supplements.
I mean, this is over their salary, this is extra?
It's a supplement.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 17A, Urban County.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Armando Garza, Deputy Director, Urban County. Item 17A, requesting approval to designate the Urban County Program Director as certifying officer designee for environmental review procedures for entities assuming HUD environmental responsibilities. That will include our CDBG, HOME, ESG, Colonia Program, TDHCA, TDRA, and GLO Program. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
All in favor? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 17B, requesting approval of a resolution to advertise for construction and related activities for all projects identified in all the Urban County Program 1-year action plan, amendments, and state-funded projects to include the GLO, the TDA, and the TDHCA.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 17C, requesting approval of resolution to authorize Urban County Program Director to sign and execute contracts and agreements after Hidalgo County Commissioner Court approval as they relate to all Hidalgo County Urban County Program projects included in the annual action plan.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 17D, requesting approval of resolution to authorize the Urban County Program Director to approve certain change orders on Urban County projects.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you,
Armando.
Judge.
Item 18A.
Ms. Irene, before we get started, Judge, Commissioners, under the Health Department, I apologize, I misstated. The consent agenda item 7A is not purchasing but Health Department. So consent agenda item 7A will be brought up during the Health Department, and the request is to ratify an application for NACCHO grant. Ms. Irene?
I apologize about that. I did not look at that agenda. Was there an issue with that agenda item?
No, there's the grant names, it's a distribution. Do you know who the
There's a
partners are?
mentor and a mentee. Who's the mentor, who's the mentee, and how are you going to split the money?
Yes.
Can you give me a minute to review that agenda item? I apologize.
Do we go on to Head Start?
We can come back to it.
Can I do my items and then have time to look at it, Valde? I
Yes,
apologize.
please. So, 18A?
Okay. 18A, Health and Human Service Department, requesting approval to submit a grant application and budget to the Texas Department of State Health Services for the All Hazard Public Health Emergency Preparedness Conference in the amount of $175,000, requesting approval.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 18B, Healthcare Funding District. Item B1, discussion, consideration, approval to draw down funds for hospital augmented reimbursement programs, state fiscal year 2023, private retroactive payment, IGT, in the amount to be determined by Health and Human Service Commission's instructions from the local provider participation fund with a transfer date of December 16, 2024, and a settlement date of December 17, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B1B, approval of certification of revenue as certified by the county auditor from the local participation fund in the amount to be determined by HHSC instructions.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, approval of appropriation of funds from the LPPF in the amount to be determined by HHSC instructions.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 18B2, discussion, consideration, and approval to draw down funds for demonstration year 9, final redistribution UC IGT payment in the amount to be determined by HHSC instructions from the local provider participation fund with a transfer date of 12/12/24 and a settlement date of 12/13/2024.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor from the LPPF in the amount to be determined by HHSC final instructions.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, approval of appropriation of funds from the LPPF in the amount to be determined by HHSC final instructions.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Thank you.
carries. Thank you. Item 19A, Head Start Program.
Judge, Commissioners, as Ms. Peña's up at the podium, consent agenda items 10D, E, and F are Head Start, and they are purchasing of play structures, purchase of shade structures, and the last one, F, would be rescind action on purchase of play structures. Ms. Peña?
Yes. Good morning, Commissioners, Judge. Irma Peña for Head Start. And before we get started, on November 29th, I sent a memorandum to the Policy Council and to the Commissioners Court regarding the passing of a Head Start child from the Tabasco Head Start facility, Jariel Cantu, and I would like to ask for a moment of silence on his behalf.
Please.
Thank you. And I do want to ensure you that our counselors did provide services not only to our teachers but also to the students, and our social workers have been working with the family as well. First item, and if I may, because I think this would be in the more appropriate order, agenda item 97613, which would be the request to rescind approval action by the Policy Council on October the 2nd, 2024, and the Commissioners Court October 1st, 2024. This was an issue that was done in error. We had submitted a request to the awarded vendor, Tenzo McAllen LLC, to provide the playground structures for our facilities, which would be not only the awnings, but also the soft ground and the outdoor play. We discovered after the award had been done that Tenzo did not have playground equipment in their authorized catalog. So at this time, we are requesting for the rescission of that particular item.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Peña, the problem that I have with this is that when you came here on that day, you told us that you had scrubbed it correctly and that you had a qualified vendor. And now you found out after a couple of months that it wasn't a qualified vendor. As you know, I started to look into this thing because I wanted to make sure that everything was proper.
Correct.
And to me, I'm very disappointed with what's happening here because we have three very major items that went into consent agenda we have a rescindment of a $700,000 purchase and a new purchase of almost equal amount, and they were put on a consent agenda. I'm very disappointed in that. First of all, I want you to accept my condolences for the loss of your family. I know what it is to lose a loved one, and it's never easy.
Thank you, sir.
But I'm going to ask this Commissioners Court that I want to not vote on item D, E, and F until we had an opportunity to really look into it, because I don't like what I see here, and I think it needs further investigation. What action do we need to take, Valde?
He stepped up.
We have not taken up the consent agenda items yet.
We pulled them out of the consent agenda, Counselor.
You're still on your regular agenda.
We pulled them out of the consent agenda.
That is correct.
So
He walked out.
for action on A.
No, I haven't presented on the regular agenda item. These are consent agenda items that I
Well,
believe
that's the one that you
Yes,
started talking about.
the consent agenda. Yes, sir.
That's what she was talking about, Counselor.
It's
Item E. F.
97613. Rescind approval action.
Well, regardless of what it is, I'm asking for items that we pulled out of consent agenda, items 10, D, E, and F, to take no action on those items until we have an opportunity to further review these items.
You can make a motion to that and take action.
I so move.
Take no action on 10, D, E, and F.
Is there, do we need a vote on it, or just no action?
You're not gonna take no action on it.
Right.
You have the other items you have to move on.
Okay.
And that's what I'm asking about, whether you've taken up A, B, and C.
We started with the consent, the items that were.
I think we only pulled D, E, and F.
Yeah, we pulled D, E, and F. She started with F. I believe that's the one that she
Yes, sir.
started with. That's right.
Yes, sir.
So let's start from A, please, so the court can take action on the other items. When you get to the E, D, E, and F, you take no action, Judge.
But I thought we already took action during consent
No, we pulled it out.
on A, B, and C.
No, I think we put all of them.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, specific to D, E, and F.
Okay. Then,
So A, B, and C have already been acted on.
Correct. They're not in
then
question.
D, E, and F, at this time, Judge, you can take no action.
We don't need a motion on approval, right?
Are they time sensitive? D, E, and F?
Yes, they are. We could bring it to the next Commissioners Court, because this was the one-time funding application, so we are required to
These are
complete.
federal funds, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why we need to be careful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And certainly, we can go ahead and bring it on the next Commissioners Court meeting.
We have meeting next Tuesday.
Correct.
Is that within the time frame?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because there's a lot of issues, quality, durability, safety, the warranty, replacement parts. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be looked at. I want to make sure that you all did that. I'm not satisfied that you have. Okay, so then we're done with these three items, Counselor? Okay. We go back to item 19A.
Yes, sir. Request approval for applications and certificates of payments in the amount of $285,832.59 and $274,125.90 submitted by NM Contracting LLC pursuant to the action taken by Commissioners Court on December 19, 2023 for AI 93648 for Hidalgo County Head Start Program Outdoor Learning Environment and Discovery Classrooms as certified by Project Architect, the Warren Group Architects, Inc. Request approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code 262.024A4, a professional appraisal service, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking of county commissioners of the firms graded and evaluated through the county's approved pool of appraisal services for the appraisal of the Head Start portable building Head Start portable facilities, requesting authority to negotiate a professional contract with the #1 ranked firm of Leonel Garza Jr. and Associates for the appraisal of the Head Start portable buildings.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Judge, Commissioners, if we could please go back very quickly to item 18, Health Department, for consent agenda item 7A. Ms. Irene?
Yes, so item 7A is requesting approval to ratify the application as a mentee site to the NACHO wastewater surveillance grant and approval for county judge to sign the application documents. On this one, what happened was back in February, we applied, but we were not selected. They reopened the application process, so we're requesting to change the date on our original application and to have the judge sign it so we can reapply.
So this is just the application process. There's been no one identified by way of participants, distribution of funds.
No, so we have to apply, and so this is the second time we apply. If they do select us, then we would come back to court and we would be funded $20,000 if we are selected as a site.
And is there a pool or is there a group by way of participants?
It's the different counties that apply for this funding.
Okay. Mentee or mentor?
We are doing mentee site, a mentee site.
Mentee. Okay.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion to approve? Do we need a?
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, Ms. Dering. Thank you, Judge Commissioners.
Item 20A, Community Service Agency.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Jaime Longoria with the Hidalgo County Community Service Agency. Item 20A is discussion, consideration, and possible action to accept the donation of $10,000 from the Reliant Energy Corporation in support of the 2024 CARE program.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 20B is discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve amendment number 1 to the 2024 Low-Income Energy Assistance Program contract, number 58940004174. This is with the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs. I apologize for the omission. To include an extension date until March 31st of 2025. Commissioners, Judge, this was a $300,000 grant. We've got a little bit of administrative money that we have to roll into 2025. There are no direct dollars rolling into 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 20C is discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve amendment number 4 to the 2024 Low-Income Energy Assistance Program contract number 58240004026 to include a budget increase in the amount of $206,593 with a total contract amount of $8,402,520. Judge, Commissioners, this was a last-minute extra money that Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs does at the end of the year. They go through all of their accounts, and whatever's left, they clear out those accounts. So we've got a little bit of extra direct dollars to help people with utility bills.
Are you going to be able to use it all?
Absolutely.
All right.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D is update regarding the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, better known as LIHEAP, Service Delivery Model for Program Year 2025. Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, I've got a brief PowerPoint that I wanted to kind of go over with you all. LIHEAP is the utility assistance program that the $8 million that we receive to assist families with utility bills every year, okay? I want to make sure that you all see the service delivery model because we're trying to make this, roll this out a little more efficiently for county residents as they move through this program. So just start off with our mission statement. Our mission is to improve the quality of life, and we promote self-sufficiency. So we do two things. We want to make life better for people, and we want people to be self-sufficient. For the low-income and diverse and vulnerable households of Hidalgo County, by providing effective, efficient, and comprehensive services through partnerships and direct funding. That's in and of itself what we do every day, Judge and Commissioners. We want people to come in. We want to try to make life better for them. We also want to help push them off of public assistance if we can, and we want to do it efficiently and effectively for those families. And because we want to be efficient, we're rolling out this new model. Just briefly, just to go over very quickly the four main programs that we have in our office. The Community Services Block Grant. This is about $1.9 million, and we do two basic things. We assist families that are in crisis, emergency assistance, and we also transition people out of poverty. Those are the families that we bring them in, we help pay tuition, we help remove the barriers that are keeping them in poverty, and then we celebrate with them. And actually, we'll be celebrating on Thursday with some of those families. Then we have the AmeriCorps grant, the AmeriCorps Seniors Grant. You all saw firsthand those folks that were here a few weeks ago. The elderly folks who are giving back to the community as volunteers, as senior companions, retired volunteers, or foster grandparents. Then we have the Bravo Zulu grant. That's a $300,000 grant that we received from the Texas Veterans Commission to say thank you to our veterans in Hidalgo County for all that they've given our community. And then we're here to talk about the low-income home energy assistance program, and that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about right now. The agency is tasked every year with providing assistance to families across Hidalgo County that are living below 150% of federal poverty. That's a little shy of 400,000 individuals in our county. That's 150,000 families in our county. Now, we receive about $8 million to assist families that are living below that level of poverty afford their utility bills. And every year we're able to assist a little bit, around 8,000 families is what we're able to assist. So out of the 150,000 families that qualify for our services, we receive enough money for about 8,000. That translates to around 5% of the eligible population. Okay, so there's always going to be people left out. Okay, and that's really the bottom line of this presentation today, and I want to prepare you all and prepare the community for that as well. So how do we plan to provide services for families across Hidalgo County? And the first thing is starting January 2nd, we'll begin accepting the lists from adult daycares. We've met with adult daycares all across Hidalgo County. We had an outreach meeting at each of the four precincts. We invited the adult daycares from each of those areas to come in. We gave them our applications, and we've said, prepare your clients to apply for our services. So we've kind of given them a little bit of a leg up in that we want the elderly and disabled to have the applications and be ready to apply for the new year moving forward. The second thing that we wanted to stress is that beginning January 13th, we'll start to open our doors on a kind of a very limited basis to the families across Hidalgo County to be able to start bringing applications and submitting applications. As we mentioned earlier with the tax office presentation, the majority of our applications, we're going to encourage people to apply online, okay? Post-pandemic, during the pandemic and post-pandemic, we've moved more to an online process, but we still recognize that there is a need for in-person applications, and we'll do everything we can to have outreach events for those particular families. So every day, beginning in January, we'll start accepting Monday through Thursday, 40 applications at our front door, and we'll start accepting applications in an online process moving forward. Starting in February, we'll accept 500 applications. So February 1st, we're going to open our portal, our online portal, for 500 applications online. Okay? Now we recognize that that's going to happen very quickly. What we want to avoid is what's happened in years past. We open the portal and all of a sudden we receive 6,000 applications. And then people are waiting all year for us to work those applications moving forward. So we're going to do what many other social service agencies do is they open the portal, they receive applications that they can work, and then they close the portal and then open them again on March 1st. So every first of the month, starting in February, we will open the portal to 500 applications. Now, your question is going to be, 500 doesn't seem like a big number. Well, we're receiving 40 people at the front door Monday through Thursday. So 40 times 20 is about 800 applications, plus the 500 that we're receiving online. That's 1,300 applications a month. moving forward in February. So it's a very measured and strategic approach to accepting applications, okay? That doesn't account for the applications that are, the 2,000 or so applications that are coming in from the adult daycares. That doesn't take into account the outreach events that we'll be having in each of the precincts as we move throughout the communities, picking up applications everywhere from Sullivan City all the way to Heidelberg, all the way to San Carlos and San Manuel and the different places that we go, and the south, of course, where we we complete applications in Valley View and in some of those areas as well. So we'll have outreach events throughout the county, accepting applications there as well. So we wanted to, and those are our projections moving forward. So we anticipate receiving applications, 440 applications in person, disconnections. Every day we'll accept 5 applications at the front door, Monday through Thursday. Friday we accept 10 disconnect notices. But that's not to say if we have crisis situations where families are already disconnected. We've got families with vulnerable individuals living in the household, elderly or small children, that we won't accept them on an as-needed basis. But there is a need for a very structured, more measured approach to accepting applications across Hidalgo County.
I may have a question for you. Out of the percentage of the people that you're going to be servicing, what percentage would come from within municipalities? If you know.
I don't have that right off the top of my head.
What would be your guess?
More than 50 or less than 50?
It's probably more than 50, yes, sir.
Okay. So if more than 50 of the applications are coming in from municipalities already, okay, can we ask the cities to help us so you can leverage some of this workload that you have? Because sometimes we have more demand than we have ability to serve. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need the cities to cooperate with us so we can serve their citizens.
Absolutely.
Have you done any work? I know we've tried to do this with the precincts in meeting with the cities and let them to partner with us to be able to serve them better. Are you pursuing, hoping that we can leverage that by getting the cities to help us?
Yes, many of the cities are doing that. I know the precincts have been very successful. You know, we've got outreach workers at Precinct 2 that have assisted. We've got Precinct 1. All the precincts have helped. Precinct 3 sends us applications, you know, Commissioner Torres and her staff. So they've been very successful at getting applications from them. Some of the cities around the county have been very helpful. They were helpful during the water assistance program that we had that no longer exists. So we hope that that's going to roll over into an effort
I want to encourage you to continue to do
Yes,
that.
sir.
It makes us better partners. It makes us a better way for us to service the many
Absolutely.
people that need service.
Now, I will say that the quality of the application coming into our office has improved dramatically since the pandemic. So people are getting the assistance that they need in completing the applications. So in essence, that's what I wanted that's the message I wanted to deliver is we have over 150,000 families that qualify potentially. We have money for about 8,000. So we wanted a measured approach and a structured approach to being able to accept these applications countywide. Okay? And this strictly was for information purposes only.
Thank you, Jaime.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you, Commissioners.
Item 21A, Precinct 1, Commissioner Fuentes.
Thank you, Judge. 21A, acceptance and approval of a memorandum of understanding between the County of Hidalgo Precinct 1 and Boys and Girls Club of Westaco to assist by contributing towards their efforts to further the public purpose of the facility. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 21B, authorization and approval to rename a street at Sunshine Estates, number 1, from Elaconia Avenue to Canna Lily Street for 911 purposes, as recommended by the Rio Grande Valley ECD 911 Department. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Commissioner Villarreal.
22A, requesting approval for Hidalgo County Auditor to process and issue checks in the amount of $1,975 prior to services being rendered pursuant to Architectural Barriers Administrative Rules 68.80 to Mr. Anthony Kavasovich, Registered Accessibility Specialist designated by Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation in order to permit the processing of project filing, plan review, and inspection for the Liberty Road Phase 2 project for compliance with ABA Rule 68.50 with authority for Commissioner Everardo Villarreal to sign all permanent documents. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Commissioner Todes, item 23A.
Good morning, Judge. Commissioners Valinda Reyes, Precinct 4. Item 23A, and there are three parts, 23A 1, 2, and 3. Approval to accept the cost participation from Santa Cruz Properties for the construction of an unopened county road, North Alamo Road between Ramsire Road and Benito Ramirez Road at the Vista Bonita number 16 subdivision. 2, approval of certification of revenues by the county auditor for the cost participation from Santa Cruz Properties for the construction of unopened county road, North Alamo Road between Ramsire Road and Benito Ramirez Road at the Vista Bonita number 16 subdivision. And 3, approval of 2024 appropriation of funds in the amount of $79,425 for the road construction of an unopened county road, Alamo Road.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 24A, budget and management.
Yes, good morning, Judge Commissioners. Item 24A1, discussion, consideration, and approval of agreements between the County of Hidalgo and agencies as per Exhibit B with authority for the county judge as authorized official to sign the agreements. Recommend approval.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, Mr. Soto, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarty on the next item, approval of budget revisions as per Exhibit A. Ms. Fern?
Yeah, 24A2. Have any of you, has the health department done any research? Because today we're talking about testing, I'm assuming for the COVID vaccine, the germ that's going around, $764,350.46. And then the second thing was the vaccine. And again, have y'all checked to see how many people have died from the vaccine, how many have gotten hurt through the vaccine, and has anyone done any studies on the vaccines? The reason why I'm asking is that we have, and we know that the president right now, Biden, I believe, has taken the vaccine and all the others, and he keeps coming down with it and spreading it. So I would like the health department, and I really like the commissioners to check on the study of this to see what is actually happening to the public. Because y'all keep getting the money. I know y'all think it's wonderful, but how much danger is it to the public? Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Soto, please continue.
Yes, item 24A2, approval of budget revisions as per Exhibit A. Recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 24A3, approval of certification of revenues by county auditor in the amount of $3,457,616.01 from the C State Local Fiscal Recovery Fund interest earnings and appropriation of the same. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 24B1, approval of 2024 appropriation of funds from the Scofflaw Program General Fund Restricted Fund Balance in the amount of $47,572.50 for the purchase of a cash recycler. Recommend approval.
So move.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Judge, Commissioners, on the next item, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarty on 25A1 under purchasing.
Well, this is talking about a consultant. I'm assuming this is replacing the one we had. I'm not sure. That's what they wanted me to ask, because it's $6,000 a month, and that's $72,000 a year. And I'm wondering, with Jaime just being here and the different departments, because it says related to county poverty and economic development issues. are the precincts and everyone that works for the county and different department heads, they're not able to do some of the study instead of us. We're already paying them, and now we're going to pay another individual $72,000 that is coming from other departments.
Well, we disagree with you. I've employed them at the consent of the Commissioners Court. I move that we approve it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And Judge, I would, for the record, that was 24A1A, the exemption, and B, the approval of the agreement?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning,
Next
Judge,
item.
Commissioners. Mr. Guerra, Mr. Garza, for the record, Ignacio Mesco from the Purchasing Department. Agenda item 25B for Precinct 4-1, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4, a personal or professional service.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve the scoring grades for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioner score of firms evaluated for demonstrated competence from the county's pool of pre-qualified professional services for on-call professional service agreements on projects located within precinct number 4 for the following professional services: engineering services, building renovation alterations, engineering services, R&B, CIP, and other general projects, architectural services, geotechnical and/or material testing services, appraisal services, appraisal review services, and surveying services. Do you wish to rank in the order of score?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
C, requesting authority for the Hidalgo County Purchase Department to negotiate an on-call professional service agreement commencing with the number 1 rock firm for each of the professional services identified below for projects located within precinct number 4. The first category is engineering services for building renovation alteration. For the record is just one firm, Health and Associates. The second category, engineering services, R&B, CIP, and other general projects, 2 firms, GDJ Engineering and Texi Infrastructure Group. The next category is architectural services, 2 firms, ERO Architects and Minet Architectural Services. The next category is geotechnical and/or material testing services, 2 firms, B2C Engineering and Rava Kisner. The next category, appraisal services, 2 firms, Leonel Garza Jr. and Associate, and Appraisal House. The next category, appraisal review services, 1 firm, CBRE. And the last category, surveying services, 2 firms, Sames and Quintanilla, Haley and Associates. Staff recommend to approve.
Judge, Commissioners, for the record, Commissioner Vidal will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action on this particular item.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show that Commissioner Vidal abstained from any discussion or action on this item.
2A, requesting acceptance and approval of the final negotiated professional construction material testing service agreement with Terracon Consultants for Hidalgo County Precinct 4, J-01 Stormwater Management Project as ranked and approved by Commissioner's Court on November 26, 2024. Staff recommend approval.
So
Motion
move.
to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Be requesting approval of work authorization number 1 in the amount of $39,164.72 for construction material testing services for the Hidalgo County Precinct 4 J-01 Stormwater Management Project with authority to issue a notice to proceed. The staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25C for Constable Precinct number 1, 1A pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 263-152. 4B, discussion and approval to declare as surplus law enforcement vehicles as listed on Exhibit A contained herein, including authority to remove said property from the Hidalgo County Constable Precinct number 1 inventory list. The staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, in accordance with Texas Government Code 791.001 to 791.003 238, requesting approval of an interlocal cooperation agreement between Hidalgo County Constable Precinct number 1 and City of Hidalgo Police Department Law Enforcement Academy for the mutual benefit and assistance in connection with surplus law enforcement vehicles with authority to Hidalgo County Constable Precinct number 1 and County Judge to sign all required documentation. Staff recommend approval.
So move.
Motion to approve? Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25D for Human Resources, 1A, presentation of scoring grade for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commission score of graded vendor submission with the recommendation by the evaluation committee member for COBRA Administration Services. Do you wish to rank in the order of score?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Be requesting approval by Commissioner Score to award the number one round vendor, Flexible Benefit Administrators, to finalize an agreement for COBRA Administration Services. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25E for Health and Human Service Department, 1A, requesting a cession from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Document Government Code 262-02481, an item that must be purchased in case of a public calamity. 2, an item necessary to preserve and protect the public health and safety of the citizens.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Be requesting approval to enter into 5-year master agreement with Netsmart Technologies for electronic medical record system with additional automatic renewal for 1-year periods in the total amount of $131,227.42 per year. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, requesting approval to award your order contract to Herton through Hidalgo County membership with Vibor for the ARPA. For the record, the correct ARPA number is ARPA-22-340-055. Hidalgo County COVID-19. For the record, the name is Vaccination Efforts. Steel roadway sign, McAllen, in the amount of $129,244.16, with authority to issue orders to proceed upon receipt of the required payment and performance bonds. Staff recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, Mr. Amezcua, did you say ARPA 22-340-052 or 055?
55, sir.
55?
Yes, we are correcting for the
Okay,
record.
it's a
we are correcting
correction.
the
I
ARPA
want to
number.
make sure that that's on the record. That is being corrected from 052 to 055.
Thank you, Mr. Guerra.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25F for Facilities Management, 1, requesting approval to award your contract to Rio United Builders through Hidalgo County membership with Choice Partners for the Health Department Canopy Improvements project in the amount of $86,608.58, with authority to issue orders to proceed upon receipt of the required payment bond. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25G for Election Department, 1A, requesting a cession from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Document Government Code 262-024-878, item for which competition is precluded because of the existence of patents, copyrights, secret process, or monopolies.
So move.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, acceptance and approval of the sole source declaration for the Hart Inner Civic for Verity voting machine system, along with the all accompanying hardware, software, license support, maintenance, renewals, and annual warranties to be utilized by election department, with said declaration to remain in effect while the declaration is in place or until revoked by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
He requesting approval to renew extend warranties for voting equipment with sole source vendor Hart Inner Civic in the total amount of $118,640. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
25H for Sheriff's Office, 1, requesting approval to purchase 2 2024 Ram 3500 4x4 trucks through Hidalgo County membership with Omnia Partners from Sayward in the total amount of $150,320. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2A, requesting extension from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Commercial Code 262-024-87A, item for which competition is precluded because of the existence of patents, copyright, secret process, or monopolies.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, acceptance and approval of the sole source declaration for Berla Corporation for IB Toolkit and associate service, maintenance, support, and training to be utilized by Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, with said declaration to remain in effect while the declaration is in place or until revoked by Hidalgo County Commissioners.
So move.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
She requesting approval to enter in 1-year IB renewal plan subscription with Berla Corporation, the total amount of $3,250. Staff recommend approval.
So move. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3, requesting approval to purchase surveillance tower number 11 repairs to Hidalgo County membership with TIPS and Region 19 from American Surveillance Company in the total amount of $58,500. Staff recommend approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Mr.
Last
Amezcua.
item,
Mr. Amezcua, Judge, Commissioners, for the record, Commissioner Cantu will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action related to the next item. Mr. Amezcua?
yes. 25I for countywide. 1, requesting approval of the best and final negotiator offer meeting all requirements and specification for financial advisory services with TRB Capital Markets, DBA Estrada Hinojosa. Staff recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show that Commissioner Cantu abstained from any discussion or action on this item.
That's all I have. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, item 26A, 2, 3, and 4, there's no action and/or discussion. 26A1 has been reported, and the county has advised the general public under new courthouse project updates. The County of Hidalgo has received a certificate of occupancy with respect to our new courthouse project, the new courthouse, and we are anticipating, expecting a jail standards review, hopefully this week.
No, it's going on right now while
It's going on right now.
It started at 10 o'clock.
I'm a day late, dollar short on that one, Judge. So, thank you. Again, everything should go well with that inspection, and then we'll proceed thereafter. Thank you. Item 26B, Hidalgo County Historical Commission is appointment of members to the Hidalgo County Historical Commission for the 2025-2026 term.
Hello, Judge, Commissioners. So we're requesting.
Y'all been waiting all this time for this? Good for you.
Government, in action. Thank you guys so much. So we're, first of all, requesting appointments and reappointments for the coming 2-year term, beginning January 1st of 25 and ending December 31st of 26. We have a lot of returning members that would love to continue to serve, and a couple of new appointments that we've provided for you. All are highly qualified and highly motivated to help with preservation efforts throughout the county. We request approval on item number 1, appointment of members to Hidalgo County Historical Commission for that 2025-2026 term.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We really appreciate all the work that you do, by the way.
Thank you very much. Our second item here is to appoint a chairperson for the same term. I've been serving as the vice chair and the acting chair, and our longtime chair, Ms. Adela Ortega, has decided to step down after 20 years of service, and we're very grateful for her service. So I would kindly request to be appointed as the chair for this coming term.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Thank
Motion
you.
carries. It's good pay, right?
Yeah, could say that. Volunteer service. And then our third item is discussion and possible action on approving a request for Hidalgo County to apply to join the Certified Local Government Program. We've provided a little bit of information and talked to some of your offices in the past, but it is a program that is a partnership between the National Park Service and the Texas Historical Commission that cities but also counties can join to help promote preservation efforts. There's no fee. It's completely free to join and maintain the program. At the county level, it would exist as a special committee within our current historical commission. And when we updated our bylaws 2 years ago, we allowed a sort of provision to allow us to have that committee ready to go. There is some paperwork that would need to, I guess, be coordinated and approved by the judge's office. But we think it's a great program. It would open us up to apply for certain grants from the Historical Commission and the Park Service, and we'd love to join the program officially.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you all very much.
Again, thank you so much for the service that you give us.
Item 26C, under our insurance program, is acceptance and approval of the following invoices for premium fees for the 2025 excuse me, 2025 coverage of property and casualty insurance policies with authority for the county treasurer to issue checks after review, audit, and processing procedures are completed by the county auditor with authority for the county executive officer to sign any applicable documents received throughout the term of the insurance coverage. First one, McGriff Insurance Services, that would be invoice 5402485 in the amount of $3,498,001, and that is again for the policy period year of 12/31/2024 through 12/31 of 2025. And the second one is Montalvo Insurance Agency, invoice number 2526109 in the amount of $3,651,947.93. And the policy period is January 1st of 2025 through January 1st of 2026.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have some closed session items.
Pursuant to Chapter 551 of Texas Government Code, we'll be retiring to closed session to discuss items listed on Code Section 551.071, .072, .074, and .087. May I have a motion to do so?
Motion made.
Second.
Is there a second?
Yes.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have 11:22 a.m.
Thank you for your patience. We're back from executive session at 11:49. Palde?
Thank you, Commissioner. We're back under open session, item 29. I'm going to quickly go back to item 28, 28A, and 28B. There's no action to be taken this week. Item 29A, real estate acquisition, appropriation for same, no discussion and/or necessary action action this week. 29B, pending out of potential litigation. There's no action. 29C, discussion, consideration, action regarding the following economic development negotiations pursuant to Chapter 551 Texas Government Code, Project Cedar Dove. We will proceed as directed. Motion to that effect, please.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
29D, cause number C 2761-19-A, Raul Hinojosa et al. Versus County of Hidalgo. Judge, Commissioner, or Commissioners, I'd like for the court to enter a motion in settlement of Raul Hinojosa et al. Versus County of Hidalgo in the amount of $105,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 29E, cause number C 4621-23-B, Vidal Roman versus Hidalgo County. Commissioners, I'd like for the court to enter a motion in settlement of Vidal Roman versus Hidalgo County in the amount of $36,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
29F, cause number C 3224-24-H, Anabel Reina Iracheta versus Oscar I. De Leon et al. There is no action to be taken this week. Item 29G, claim of Karina Sanchez. Judge, or Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $300.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, there's no need to go back to closed session and/or open session, so item 30 and item 31 are no action for this week. Before we adjourn, Commissioners, we have one court session left for the year. That is next week, Tuesday the 17th. That is a morning session, 9:30 a.m. Drainage District and 10 a.m. Commissioners Court. As always, with the caveat, if there is a need for a meeting to occur after the 17th, then proper notice will be given, and we will adhere to the 72-hour posting notice.
After this next meeting next week, when is the first meeting in January?
The first meeting in January,
Would it be
Commissioner,
the first Tuesday or the?
if you give me 2 seconds here, let me just pull up the calendar. The first meeting in January will be the January 7th. I want to make sure.
Because that's a big gap. Just
Right, January 7th. Yeah, it's a 2 week. It's what we do every year.
no, I get it. Just making sure. All right.
Ja-
Thank you.
I want to make, January 7th
Thank you,
would
sir.
be our next course, and that would be a morning session.
Thank you, sir. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.